Hi, my name is Bonnie Barker with BonnieBabeCrochet.com, and today we are going to begin making the ecological wool Catrina cabled wrap that I designed about a year ago. To begin, okay, I'm going to just show you my yarn label. I've already wound these up with my ball winder. I'm going to need 2 of these, and let me show you right here the yardage requirement. You're going to need 2 of these, so 2 times whatever 478 yards is. You can use other yarn if you'd like to substitute with this. I would go with a number 5 bulky weight, whatever you choose. Anyway, and I'm also using a size L crochet hook. Let me show you that, which is a little bit larger. It's a size L or 11. And that is 8.00 millimeters. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. To begin the pattern, we are going to chain 62. So let's begin with our little slip knot. And I'm going to chain 62 here. Okay, that's 5. Now as I chain this, let me mention that it's always good to go with a looser chain. Don't chain real tightly. If you chain real tightly, I would suggest you go to a different size hook. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my 62 chains, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, now that I have my 62 chains, I am going to double crochet starting in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, the 4th chain from the hook, and I just go into the side of the stitch. I know there are a lot of different ideas and theories out there, but this is just what I like to do. Okay, I'm going to double crochet all the way across the row. And let me tell you before I finish this that this chain 3 in this pattern does count as a double crochet in the stitch count. Okay, just for the record. All right, so I am going to double crochet in each chain all the way across, like so, and then I will get right back to you. Okay, I've crocheted in every chain all the way across. I have 60 stitches, which includes the turning chain, which or the chain 3 at the beginning of the row. Okay, now I'm going to chain 2 and turn. This is to begin the row 2. So I am going to skip the first stitch, which is the post stitch here. We are getting ready to do the ribbing trim, and we're going to skip this first stitch. Then we're going to work as according to the directions: 2 front post DC and then 2 back post DC across, and then I'll work a front post double crochet in the last 2 stitches and half double crochet and turning chain. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, that just read to row 2. I'm going to go ahead and skip the first stitch, as I've said 3 times already, and I'm going to front post double crochet. Let me do the first couple slowly. I'm going to wrap it just like you would a double crochet. Instead of going in through the top loops, we're simply going to give it a belt. The hook goes in, as you can see, wraps around, and then you just simply complete the double crochet for the 2 front posts. Now for the 2 back posts, we wrap the stitch like we would for a double crochet. We come in the back door. See how it comes all the way around? We're just going to tie the belt in the back. Simply complete the double crochet. If you need more help on how to do this, I have independent videos that you can look up on my Bonnie Babe Crochet YouTube channel. They're also available on my Facebook page. I'm sorry, not my Facebook page, my on my regular blog under BonnieBabeCrochet.com. I have areas where I have all these videos. You can look them up, and they are in alphabetical order depending on whether you're right-handed or left-handed. Okay, whoops, I just left it there. So all I'm doing here is 2 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet. Let me slow down a little bit. I tend to go a little too fast. Okay, 2 front post double crochet. That's 1, 2, and then 2 back post double crochet coming around the back. These are really quite easy to do. Okay, let me stop and show you a little bit about what I have so far. Okay, this is what I have so far. I'm going to go ahead and finish out the row, and I will end the row with you when I get back. Okay, I've worked this two front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet all the way across. Now at the end of row 2, it says to front post double crochet in the last 2 stitches here. It's 1, 2, and I need to half double crochet in the turning chain. I don't work in the top, I just go into the entire chain itself. Oops. Okay, and now I'm going to chain 2, and now we begin row 3. Okay, row 3 says to chain 2, skip first stitch. Again, that would be the half double crochet that we're skipping in this case. And then it says to back post in the next 2 stitches. So I'm going to do back post, come in the back door. These first 2 post stitches. And then this is what we're going to repeat all the way across. We're going to go 2 front post double crochet and then 2 back post double crochet across. Okay, just be sure that when you're working these stitches that if you have a front post before you or the stitches facing you like a front post, you make a front post over that stitch. If it's like on the back side like these stitches are here, you would work a back post. We want to keep the ribbing the same. We're not changing up the direction like you would, let's say, in a basket weave pattern. We are just doing straight up 2 post stitch ribbing. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to just continue this all the way across the row, and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, I've come to the end of row 3, and the last thing I'm going to do is work a half double crochet, you guessed it, in that turning chain like so. Chain 2. Now we begin row 4, and row 4 is simply a repeat of row 2. So we're going to go ahead and just repeat row 2, which is, again, skip this first stitch, and we're going to work 2 front post double crochets and 2 back post double crochets all the way across. I'll come back after I finish this row. Okay, we're at the end of row 4, and then we're going to work 2 more front post double crochets and a half double crochet. Okay, then I'm going to chain 2, turn. We're going to begin row 5, which is, guess what? It's a repeat of row 3. So this is what 4 rows looks like. Okay, so now to do row 5, it says repeat row 3, which is chain 2, which you've already done. Skip first stitch, back post in the next 2 stitches, which is back post, double crochet, and then we're going to front post, double crochet in the next 2. 1, and then back post in the next 2 stitches. Okay, we're going to do that all the way across. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and give you row 6 too while I can. Row 6 says repeat row 2. So I'm going to finish row 5, and then I'm going to finish row 6, and then I will get back to you. At the end of row 6, we should have 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of ribbing. Okay, now to begin row 7, we're going to chain 1, and now we're going to turn to work across the tops. We're going to work these normally like you would by going in through the top. Let me show you here, the top 2 loops, or I'd like to say the V on top. We need to go through that. Okay, it says to single crochet in each stitch across. That should say stitch across. Okay, and we are not going to work in the turning chain at the end of this row, for the record, and that should give us 59 single crochets. Okay, just a single crochet in each stitch across. I'll complete this row and get right back to you. Let me show you how I end this row. I'm going to go in through the top, the last 3 stitches here, and see the stitch here? Now I am going to not work at this turning chain for this row. Okay? Now we're going to go on to row 8. I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to turn. And this is where our pattern that we're going to do for a bunch of rows, for over 100 rows. Starting with row 8, we're going to single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the first stitch. So in the very first stitch here, we're going to work a single crochet, a chain 1, and then a double crochet in the same stitch. This is the beginning of what is called the wattle stitch. And then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to do this again, single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, we're going to do that 6 times. So the first one was already explained, and then we're going to, so we just did it 1 time here. Okay, so we're going to do it 5 more times after this. So we will have a total of 7 of these wattle stitches before we begin our next section. So I'll go ahead and do those with you. So that's 1, 2. Okay, we're going to skip 2. I'm going to do a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. Let's pull up some more yarn here. Skip 2, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip 2, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Let's do a quick count to see where we are. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 2 more to do. Skip 2. Okay. Chain 1 and double crochet. That should be 6, and then skip 2, and then chain, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Let's check but verify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 7 there. Now it says to skip the next stitch, and then we're going to half double crochet in the next stitch. Let's pull that through there. So did you see what I did? I skipped this stitch, and then I did the half double crochet in the next stitch. Now we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then a half double crochet. Okay, so 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Now we're going to do a half double crochet. You'll understand why we're doing this. We're actually forming the foundation for the cable. Okay, now it said to do that 4 times. We've already done it once with the 3 double crochets and a half double crochet, so we need to do that 4 times total, so 3 more sets of these. So that's 1, 2, 3 double crochet, and then a half double crochet. That's 2 sets. Now let's do the third. 1, sorry, I'm all over the place here on the camera work. Okay, 1. Okay, so that's my half double crochet. 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and then a half double crochet. Let's check to see where we are now. Okay, so we did half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3 half double crochet, 1, 2, 3 double crochet, half double crochet, and then we need one more set. We need 4 sets of these, which is 3 double crochets, and then a half double crochet. All right, so this is the center of the wrap, and this is where your cabling is going to be formed as we progress here. You'll see this better after the next couple of rows. Okay, now that we've done that, we are going to single crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next stitch, and then skip 2 stitches. We're going to do that 7 times. So we are not going to skip this stitch, we're going to use this stitch. Okay, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's 1. And we're going to skip 2, and we're going to do that again. Single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. We're going to skip 2, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Now we're going to skip 2, single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And skip 2, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Skip 2, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Let's just do a little count to see where we are. I like to do that periodically. Okay, so as far as these wattle stitches clusters go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm ready for one more. So we're going to skip 2, then we're going to single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. I love it when things work out. Now we're going to skip 2 for this last stitch, and we're going to single crochet in the last stitch of the row. Okay, we're going to skip 2 and single crochet in the last stitch of the row, and that ends row 7. Oh, I'm sorry, row 8. That ends row 8. Now we're going to chain 2. We're going to turn, and we are going to work the same wattle stitch across 7 times. It says to chain 2, skip the single crochet and the double crochet. A lot of this language is kind of wordy here, just to be very specific, especially for those who don't have the videos available. But an easier way to remember this, I am going to read it out, but is to simply work your wattle stitches in the chain 1 space of each wattle stitch. Okay, I'll go ahead and say this out just clearly at first. You're going to skip the single crochet, skip the double crochet, and then in this chain 1 space you're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet, just like so. You're going to skip the single crochet, skip the double crochet, and in this chain 1 space you're going to work another wattle stitch, which is a single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, we're going to do that all the way across. Actually, not all the way across. We're going to do that a total of 7 times before we get to the cable section. Okay, and once your muscle memory kicks in to this combination of stitches, you'll be surprised at how fast this can really go. And it's kind of a nice stitch. It really does help the texture of the cabling to really stand out against your work, and it's kind of what you want here. You want to feature you know, what's important, which is the center cable motif in this project. Okay, now another important thing before we get to the cable, You'll notice in this particular piece that the cable is bordered by half double crochet. So the next thing you're going to do in row 9, you're going to half double crochet in the half double crochet, which is right here. Now we're going to work 3 front post double crochets and then a half double crochet. We're going to do that 4 times. So 3 front post double crochet. That's, whoa, let me do that one again. Got 1, 2, 3, and then we do a half double crochet. Let's do that again. Then we do 3 more front post double crochets. Okay, and then we do another half double crochet. Let me give you an idea of what we're doing here. If you can see, these sections of 3 front posts should be standing out from the rest of your work. I'm going to do 2 more of these. 3 front post double crochets, and then a half double crochet, and 3 more front post and then a half double crochet. Now we're going to do 7 more wattle clusters in working in the chain 1 space. So we're going to skip this double crochet and we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip the single crochet and the double crochet, and we're going to work in the chain 1 cluster again all the way across. We'll do this 7 times. That's 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute, I think I miscounted. And it's okay to stop your work and take a look again and count. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have been on 6. There we go. And 7. Okay. Now in the very end here, there is a chain 2. I'm going to go ahead and let me find the chain 2. This might be a little. There it is. It's a little tight here at first, but I'm going to go ahead and find that chain 2, and I'm going to put a single crochet. Let me check the pattern. Single crochet at the end of the row. Okay, so I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to turn, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video 1, and what you'll need to do to continue, go on to video 2.